Hey boys and girls, this is Larry, ubrailroad.com. Check me out. Today's it's December 31st. I've got most of my track in. I completely ran out of connectors and track, and they're on their way. So I thought I'd make this video and show you how far I've got. If you like this, please leave a like or dislike, and if you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it. But let me show you what I've done. I've got both tracks completely wired. They work. Everything's running good. So what I ended up doing is I put a bypass right here. Comes down through here. This is on the inner line now, and it goes all the way up to there. And then I've got kind of a bypass in the yard. This will come down and it goes into the turntable, which will then go into the engine house. Unfortunately, I got to sell my little engine house because the shop's on the wrong side, and I want to push it over about a foot or so and kind of make a couple little off spurs where I could have a working car area, a little storage area, an extra track or two. This in here is going to be some town. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a little spur going there. I probably will. And then up in there is all going to be town. But this is what I've got going so far. That Jack Daniels, I'm selling that as well. That's a little too big, I think, for the area. But this is still going to be my lumber. And I've got this big line come down here to where they'll be able to dump cars into the log pond. And then I've got my flume, and the waterfall is going to be coming. But this is what it all looks like right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run trains for you. But you got to give me a second here. I got to go turn everything on. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to turn everything on. And here's my units right here. This older unit is for the ceiling track. And I said in the last video that this was a 5 amp. This is actually a 10 amp unit. I use the, I don't know what this is, but I use this and it controls everything. Now let me show you what happens when you try to get fancy. Earlier this morning, I had 4 trains going, and I had one of them derail a car because I don't have all my track section or all my joints perfect yet. And there's my $500 Heisler in its resting place. That's the second time I had to rebuild that. It fell off the track again. That thing weighs 20 pounds. I can't imagine it falling off the track. But there it is. So anyway, I'm going to turn this on. I flip the switch. My unit comes on. Then I have to turn this on. And I can only really control one track with this. This isn't DCC. This is just analog. And I kind of like analog. I'm not a big computer guy, so I'm not real familiar with how all that other stuff works other than battery. And I was talked into that battery stuff, and I'm still out on that one. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, let's run some trains. Okay, I've got my black train, my oil train. It's what I call my black train. And it is a 3-cylindered, 38-ton, 2-truck Heisler, or not Heisler, Shea. Now you can see when it gets over there, it kind of stalls on power. I don't have all my lead wires out yet, but once I get my lead wires, this will have nice, steady, consistent power to go all the way around. And I do kind of watch it over there yet because I don't have any guardrail, and I don't want the engine to fall off, because it did fall off one time there before. So I got to be a little careful. You know, I think I got all the track turned inward, so it gives it a little advantage coming around the curve is not to lean outward. But it struggles a little bit coming up here because of the lack of the lead wires. So as it comes around here, and it comes into the 4 junctions right here, you always got to slow it down because you never know what's going to cause it to, you know, pop up. You always got one car that acts goofy, but here it goes as it goes through the intersection with all of the spurs that cross it over. So I'm going to show you how it goes around the outer loop, and then when it comes around again, we'll flip it and I'll take it into the inner loop, and you can see how it's going to go. That spur right there, that's going to go into the coal mining area. And then there's my under the mountain yard area. And then you can see how my shop is there on that engine house, but it has to go on the other side so that, you know, you can see it easier. I'm just not real thrilled with it. So anyway, that's up for sale, and so is my Jack Daniels. So here it goes, and it's going to come around again. Okay, I just dropped something on fire. I gotta shut this off for a second. Okay, I'm back. Fire's out. See what happens when you smoke those stupid cigars? When they fall, they burn the carpet. So anyway, let's get on with some train running here. Okay, we're gonna kind of sneaked up on us a little bit because I didn't have it totally shut off. So I'll turn this on, and now I will switch all my switches so that it will come through here, and now it's going to go into the inner loop. Okay, you got to come through here nice and slow. You notice that these are Bachmann. Yay! #1 in model railroading. Yeah, right. Well, the thing is, I had 17 of them, and I'm using them, and I can't see just, you know, getting rid of them. They work. I mean, all my big Spectrum engines go through it. All the cars go through it. Yeah, they're a little tight, but you know what? Help save some money, because if I had to build these, I'd probably have at least 20 bucks in each one of them. And then by the time I got them laid down, you know they're not going to work right, because I've never built a switch, even though that is on my to-do list. So here it is on the inner loop now, and this is where it would go down. Primarily and back into everything. This is where it would back into the engine house, back into the coal or the lumber mill, the whole bit. It was kind of built to go this direction. I don't know why. This is actually going the opposite direction. I mean, everybody else usually goes clockwise, and I always seem to end up making mine go counterclockwise for some dumb reason. But anyway, here it comes. Come on, guys, put the pedal to the metal. Let's go here. Okay, flip a switch. Okay, there we go. And here it comes again. And now I can flip it over, keep it going, whatever. But you guys kind of get the gist of what it's all about. So I guess that's it for today. Wait a minute. Hold the horses here. I shut you off to keep going here. Okay, guys. This is what I've got done so far. Stay tuned, because I'm going to have some more coming out pretty quick. I mean, this isn't going to be, you know, like a 6-week project. This is going to be an ongoing. And because I'm in no hurry, my buddy started building his. This will be 2 years in February, and he's almost completely done. He's thinking about tearing it down again. I don't want to do that. I like this layout, so I'm going to take my time, and I will have videos showing how to build buildings, how I built my trestles, how I built the waterfall, the mine. I've got some really neat, tricky things for the mine that you don't see on a lot of other mines. So if you like all of this, stay tuned, and I hope I can get them done as quickly as I can without going too fast. Well, this is Larry, over and out. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year, everybody.